Hey guys, Gregory Dixon, the go-to guy for all things real estate. Sorry, part one of the video ended like that. I'm sorry about that. And as you can see, I'm not in the car right now. I'm at my little space that I do Zooms and little lives at. I did want to finish up what I was saying on part one of the video. And what I was saying in part one of the video is the lady who was running for public office after her husband passed away, she won solely on name recognition. Sorry, just a little messy right here. Solely on name recognition because people knew her name. So that's part of the what we were talking about. You have to get your name out there. You have to get known. And the great thing about Meetup and Eventbrite, you're meeting like-minded people when you go to these events. If you're in the real estate space, you're meeting people in the real estate space. If you are in any other type of business endeavor and you go to these meetups, whether it be entertainment or whatever, you're meeting the same type of people. So you're around your peers, you will get some good ideas. It's a great networking opportunity. And with Meetup and Eventbrite, especially Eventbrite, it's a great way to promote an event that you may be having. You may have a meetup or a Zoom or a class or a seminar. You can promote on these platforms, on Meetup and on Eventbrite, for things that you're having. Now, with that being said, that's the way I wanted to end part one of the video. And now I'm going to start part two of the video. And part two of the video is going to be short, but the way you're going to make at least six figures, which is $100,000 or more within the next 8 months, is simple. You have to be more productive. You have to increase production. If you continue to do what you're doing now, you will continue to get what you're getting. The only way you're going to get more is you have to do more. You know, to expect more with what you're doing right now. Hey, if you're happy with what you're getting right now, if you're content with what you're getting right now, keep doing what you're doing if it's working for you. But if you want to scale, if you want to make more, if you want to do more, if you want to have more, if there's a number that you want to double your production or hit before the end of this year, I'm going to tell you how to do it. And I didn't think of this. I'm going to give you a little backstory to it before I give it to you, because the secret sauce that I'm going to give you was sold to one of the wealthiest men in the world. He paid for this, what I'm about to give you for free, on being more productive, right? This is how you be more productive, right? Take out that pencil and pad that you should already have out, and we're going to script out your day tomorrow. We're going to take today and we're going to script out your day tomorrow. And on that piece of paper or that pad, you're going to write down all of the things that you have to do tomorrow pertaining to your business. Nothing else. Nothing else. No errands. If it doesn't involve your business, it does not go on the paper. Your business only. No errands, no personal stuff, no nothing. The business. You write down everything that you have to do in your business. You write all of that down. Phone calls, contacts, making videos, posting videos, going knocking on the door, meeting with clients. You write everything that you have to do, you write it down, right? Now, after you wrote it down, you're gonna go back through the list, and I don't know how long the list is gonna be, but you're gonna go through the list and you're gonna rearrange that list in order of importance. And you're gonna start with what's the most important thing that you have to do tomorrow as far as being more productive, scaling your business, making more money, getting more clients, what's the most important thing you have to do? That goes at number one. Then what's the second most important, and the third most important, and the fourth most important, and the fifth, and so on and so on. Your list can be as long as it needs to be. But the absolute most important thing has to be first. And the second most important thing has to be second. Now, here's the key. Here's the key to this, right? Under no circumstances do you start at any other number than number one. You start at number one. I just love this song. The Girl from Ipanema. That's why I'm playing it again. Frank Sinatra version this time. I love this song. Tall and tan. Okay, I digress. I can't sing. But listen, you start at the most important thing, right? You do not, under no circumstances, move on to anything else until you finish the most important task regarding your business that day. After you finish that task, you move to the next. And after you finish that, you move to the next. And after you finish that, you move to the next. Right? In that order of most important. Now, it does not matter. Don't put the pressure on yourself. It does not matter if you don't finish the whole list. As long as you finish what was absolute most important first, and then second, and then third. Because let's say you have a list with 10 things on it, and you only finish the top 3, right? Or the top 2, or maybe the top 1. You're going to be more productive doing it that way, and you're going to get more done, and you're going to get further ahead, and you're going to make more progress because you're doing the most important stuff and not all this other frivolous stuff that's a distraction or that keeps you away from what's most important. So you do the things in order of importance, and it's going to put you further ahead. And then the next day, so now you can scratch off. I got that done, I got that done, I got that done. So now the next day, same thing. You make the list that at night. You prepare for the next day the night before. If you don't do that, if you wake up every day without a goal, without a plan, stay asleep. Because you're not in control of your day, you're not in control of your life. You're basically going wherever life takes you, whatever direction you're pulled in or pushed in, that's what direction you're going. You don't have no control. You're like a boat in the ocean that doesn't have a rudder, doesn't have a steering control. You don't even have a paddle. You're just hoping that the wind pushes you or the tide pulls you in the direction you need to go in. No, you need to have absolute control of your day. And by making that plan the night before, you know what you're doing the next day. When you wake up and you hit the floor and you go through your morning ritual, whether it's pray, I pray in the morning. Whether you pray, meditate, have coffee, have a bagel and coffee, make a herbal tea, whatever it is you do, exercise, whatever it is that you do. Some people smoke. I don't smoke, but some people smoke. Some people, they do different things. But whatever your morning ritual is, after you finish the morning ritual, then get to it. You got your day already scripted out. You don't have to think about what you're doing. You know what you're doing. And by checking off the boxes, most important, first, you're going to be more productive. And if you do that every day, I guarantee you will make more progress than you've been making. You'll be more productive than you've ever been. Now, the second part is doing more, right? Be honest with yourself. Tear the Band-Aid off. Tear the scab off. Let's get real. Let's get real with ourselves. You can put on the face, put on the image, and lie to the world, and people will, if you're convincing enough, if you say your lies with enough conviction. Adolf Hitler said if you tell a lie big enough and you tell it often, people will believe it is true. Don't take that's, man. And nobody has, you see what he did, all behind lies, deception. People that became presidents behind lies and deception, right? So you can only lie, but don't lie to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Sit down, take an accounting of yourself. Where are you? Where do you want to be? And where are you at right now? And measure that. So now, if you're here, if you want to be here, but you're here, you're not going to get here, continue to do what you're doing here. So the production has to increase. If you are making, I'm not going to even say 100 phone calls a day. If you're making 10 phone calls a day, take it to 20. Take it to 20. If you introducing yourself to one person a day, take it to 5. Introduce yourself. Here's my card. I sell it. They may not do no business with you, but it's a branding. It's getting known. It's getting familiar. Getting familiar. I keep telling you, most known beats best product. Best known beats best product. Best known beats best product. But you have to take an accounting of where you're at right now and what you're doing, so you have an idea of what you're not doing. Where do you have room for improvement at? If you're making 10 calls, get it up to 100. You're making 100, get it up to 200. If you are going out meeting 5 people a day, make it 15. Scale it. Scale it, whatever you're doing. And then evaluate the scale. What I mean by that is track yourself as what you're doing, and then at the end of the week, evaluate what's working. If I made, I was making 10 phone calls, I took that to 20, or I took that to 50, I took that 10 to 100, right? I took that 10 phone calls to 100 phone calls a day. Okay, what was the results of that? I spoke to, instead of me being shy and speaking too high to 1 or 2 people, I started reaching out to 15 to 20 people a day, right? Track that progress. How's that working? And the stuff that's working, double down on that. Double down on what's working. You know, keep doing what you're doing at the pace you're doing. Like, let's say you're doing the 100 phone calls, right? And the 100 phone calls are working more than the introducing yourself to 15 people a day. Continue to introduce yourself to 15 people a day, but increase that 100 calls to 200, because that's what's working. Double down on it. Double down on it. Press it. Go all in, right? And that's how you're going to increase the production. You increase the production, then once you get these calls, you got to turn the call. A, B, C. A, B, C. Always be closing. You have to close people. You have to close them. Nobody, especially if you're in real estate, it's 3 places people don't call by accident. They don't call the police department, they don't call the mortuary, funeral home, and they don't call the real estate office by accident. So if you get that phone call, you have to turn that phone call, right? So be knowledgeable about your craft. Always be learning, always be studying, right? If you're in a certain market, you should know everything about that market. Dominate the market. You know, be that man or woman. Like me, myself, I'm Gregory Dixon, the go-to guy for all things real estate. I'm in Los Angeles County, Orange County area, Southern California in general. But anything in Los Angeles County, I know it. Orange County, I know it. If I'm going to do a showing of a house or I'm going to talk to a seller about a property in a certain area, I make it my business before I meet with these people. I know everything about that property, about that area, everything. I take away all the questions. I anticipate all the questions I could get asked, and I want all the answers for that. That's the way I do it. You may have your own style or things that you do, and you have to do what works for you and what's comfortable, but you also have to do what gets results. Real estate is a results-driven business. Feast or famine. You don't close, you don't eat, period. Period. We get paid on closed transactions. Not how much work we did, not how much effort we put in, not how knowledgeable we were. Did you close? Did it fund? Did it record? Did you close? If you don't do that, you get nothing, absolutely nothing. So that's the video. That's part 2 of the series, of the Car Talk series, on how to make 6 figures before the end of 2022. I hope this video was informative to you guys. I hope you liked it. Like, share, subscribe, of course, if you liked it. If you didn't like it, like, share, and subscribe, but put in the comments, tell me why. And if it's something that you feel I should have talked about or I should have elaborated on, if you have more questions, put that in the comment. You guys can follow me. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel, Gregory Dixon Official. You can follow me on Instagram at Gregory Dixon Official. You can call me direct, 323-477-2684. Consultation's always free. I'm more than happy to help you answer any questions, help you solve any problem that you might have. And I'm reachable. Time difference, if you're on the East Coast and you have questions, just taking account of the time difference. I'm Pacific Standard Time, so just taking account of the time difference. Anyway, I love you guys. Want to see you successful. Have $1 million day. From where I am to wherever you are, this is Gregory Dixon, the go-to guy for all things real estate. Saying peace. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend.